All right, y'all. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. Um, there you go. Put my little lower third on the screen. And as you can tell by the title, uh, Life in the Dead Season, or I think I put Living in the Dead Season or something to that extent. And for those of you who might not know what the dead season is, what we call dead season is this time of year where the heathens are having all their uh, high holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that stuff. The winter, everything's dead, nothing's really growing, and then they call it the new year for them. But our new year is when everything's new in spring. So we call it the dead season. So anyway, just gonna be going through a couple things, talking y'all about dead season. I'm gonna hit on some things with health that you might need to know, let you know about some things I've been learning, some stuff I'm working on, and just kind of giving y'all an update of the latest, greatest, and up to datest down here in Straightway, Florida. Um, uh, just as a quick update, the everything is shaking heavy, moving hard. We are staying the course, and we are moving forward. We are busy. Like I've been saying, man, ever since I came back from Feast of the not I was getting ready to say the Pentecost, the Feast of Tabernacles. Man, we've been against the wall. If I show you, I can't show you my to-do list right now. It's insane. And it's like, man, and I added like 5 things on it within 5 minutes not too long ago. It's a lot, but it's a good busy. Okay, it's a good busy. Uh, it's a type of busy that's moving us forward. Like I said, we have our business, our community business, doing low voltage electrical access control, all that stuff, and it keeps us gainfully employed in a good way. So it's a good busy, but it's busy nonetheless. And I think that's why I think it's been a week, maybe more, but since I've done a video, I try to upload those little shorts just to help try to keep people engaged. But yeah, man, that's what's been going on. Um, but you definitely have to stay engaged and busy in the dead season. And when I say engage, I mean engage in the Most High's word. Studying the word, listening to Bible lessons, meditating on that, just keeping that going. Anytime you're on the road driving or you're doing some job or you got free time, have that word smashing into that head. You know what I'm saying? Tune out the sounds of the heathens. Uh, we here here at our house, man, very sparingly do we engage in watching movies. I watch movies though. Matter of fact, we went to the movies a couple weeks ago. Saw Spider-Man or something like that, but everything is turning weird. Like I don't watch TV or anything, but like I said, I hear stuff and I hear television is like a freak show now. Like they are fully indoctrinating people. And me, I'm stuck back in maybe 2002 when it comes to television, like what I remember. Like they're talking about, man, on television, man, folks, there'd be men on men kissing each other, all types of weird crap. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's what we have going on. Just really staying busy, staying engaged. I'm trying to come up with a way that I'm gonna begin putting out some videos, some kind of higher quality videos. I just don't see it happening anytime soon. I don't see it happening. I'm a I'm a probably continue doing videos like this and continue putting out little shorts, those little short videos you see all over the place, just to kind of try to keep people, you know, engaged and everything. Outside of that, man, we're gonna be getting after this thing. I'll put out the occasional, maybe monthly footwork video where I show y'all the footwork of Straightway Florida. Um, and you know, that's really all I have time to do now. If I do get a good, maybe when I'm on the road or something, I get some free time, I'll put together a nice video for y'all. But other than that, man, you know, other than that, I'm gonna just have to, you know, I'm staying the course. My focus is very singular right now. Um, Health. We want to talk about health. The latest wave of virus has, what I guess what they're saying is it's beginning to subside. I know a lot of people came down with stuff. Here in the Straightway Florida home assembly, we have been taking maintenance doses of that antiviral formula, and nobody has come down with anything. And I could tell you this, last week, well, not last week, nah, I guess maybe the last 2 or 3 days, I felt something trying to get on me. I definitely felt something trying to get on me. When you feel that tickling in your throat and all that, continue taking my maintenance doses, and I'm telling you, y'all's medicine that is made from the earth works. It works. It works. I mean, and I can say that thus far. Now, I'm gonna see if we make it through this whole so-called, you know, latest wave. You know, like I said, I've been experimenting with it, but yeah, we haven't seen anybody come down with anything. So it does work. And like I said, that's the antiviral tincture is mullein, elecampane, Paul Diarco, and cleavers. The mullein and the elecampane, those two herbs stimulate your respiratory system and basically cause it to fight harder and to cleanse itself and stimulate mucus and everything. To if you do have something, your cough will be productive. The Paul Diarco inhibits viral replication, and the cleavers overall just cleanses your whole body out and opens up your kidneys. And that's what I'm getting ready to talk about, is the kidneys. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. But it works, y'all. And guess why I named all the herbs and told you about it? So you could get them yourself. You can go buy those herbs yourself and make these teas and tinctures yourself at a fraction of what you pay us. Now, you could buy from us too. Go to householdherbs.com and you could buy the tincture. Sister Koi got plenty of them just sitting there, okay? But, you know, and she'll rush to deliver it to you if you're going through something, or if you're still trying to cleanse the last of that crap up out of you. But you need to learn to make it, because y'all see what's going on. Y'all see the sign of the times, you know. You see the war, the potential for war over there with Ukraine, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the fires, the snowstorms, you know, the unrest, the rioting, like it's like birth pains, and it's like contractions. They subside and they come on a little stronger, then they subside and it comes on even stronger, and then eventually that baby gonna drop, that baby gonna download. So so yeah, you know, it's the real deal. But what I wanted to talk to y'all about today, because one thing I have been continuing to do is study and continue to study and get a better understanding of herbs and the anatomy of the body and how all this stuff functions, so that you know I can teach it to you brothers and sisters better without all the oogly googly esoteric freaky deaky stuff like, hey, you can fly to outer space and the gods is this and all this crazy extra stuff people put on top of Yah's medicine that works very simply. You know what I'm saying? And it can be frustrating going out learning this stuff because, again, you got to cut through all the esoteric freak show gobbledygook they want to tie into. And it's everywhere. Almost everybody you go to, they want to throw their little esoteric freak show, chakra and all this other weird stuff bend to it. And really it ain't that complicated. So what I want to speak to y'all about today, and it's good to see y'all in there. I want to say shalom to y'all. Let me say the shalom to everybody before I get popping. So shalom, Natalie. Shalom, Sister Christina. Y'all say shalom to Sister Koya in this. Sister Koya has been going hard body. We have a sister here in purification. Congratulations. One of our sisters here gave birth to a healthy baby boy, so she is in purification right now. So Sister Koya is shaking super heavy and moving hard and really getting after it for Israel on a major scale. So I appreciate her labor of love, Sister Koya there. So y'all say shalom to her. Macaroni. Okay, yeah, Macaroni Tony. Shalom to you, man. Somebody said you should check out the sealed portion, chapter 88, shows things taking place. Sealed portion of what? Let me know. Oh, the book Daniel was told to seal up to the time of the end, Daniel 12:4. Okay, I'll check that out. That looked like some good Bible study reading. Foundation of Life, shalom to you. Good to see you in there. Sister V's, shalom. Brother Brandon, shalom. Congratulations on your new birth, Brother Brandon. Shalom to you. All right, and all the sisters are saying shalom to Sister Koya. So, all right. So anyway, I see now that more people in there, we're gonna get after this, man. I'm gonna break something down to you. I'm making it nice and simple. And the kidneys. The kidneys filter are the primary filters for your body, for sickness, for disease, for cellular waste, for just general body energy, for general waste. Anything outside of what you eat, like say when you eat something and it goes through your digestive system and then you excrete it out or you poop it out, okay? That's one form of waste filtration and excretion and everything. The other one are your kidneys. The kidneys filter out everything else going on in your body. So when those back up or when they shut down, and there's a multitude of reasons why they might shut down, we'll go into that too. But when they shut down, that's when sickness and disease begin to form. What shuts them down? Well, certain types of diets. I said one of the main things that can shut your kidneys down is putting your body in a fight or flight mode. Okay, we'll call it fight or flight mode. Whether you do that by consuming caffeine, which stimulates adrenaline and it puts you in a fight or flight mode where you're ready to fight or to go into flight. and you perceive it as, oh, I have extra energy. But what your body does is it's secreting adrenaline and hormones to give you this energy boost. But being in that fight or flight mode, in order for your body to go in that mode, it shuts down any unnecessary systems. So your filtration system is an unnecessary system in times of fighting or flighting or running. So caffeine will shut them down. Proteins, excessive amounts of protein will shut it down. So if you eat a bunch of meat, okay, you're overwhelming, you're consuming more protein than your body needs. So what does your body do with that excess proteins? Sends it to the kidneys, and then the kidneys have to filter it out. I'm not saying don't eat meat. The Bible says don't be insatiable with meat. Don't overeat meat because it can cause cholera and sickness. The word tells you. So we do. I eat meat. Heck, me and Koya and the girls, my daughters, we went out this weekend, ate some Mexican. You know, I ordered the wrong stuff and it wasn't very good. But hey, you know. But yeah. So I'm not saying don't you, but to the degree most people eat it, they're setting themselves up to eventually have sickness because all those extra proteins that your body can't use, it sends them over there to the kidneys, and the kidneys get overwhelmed and begin shutting down and come bogged down because they're processing so much protein. Okay. Something you'll notice, if you notice, a lot of weightlifters, weightlifters or bodybuilders consume a lot of protein. And I'll give you a good example. Look at, what's that dude? Because he's from here in Jacksonville. They call him Mr. Olympia Coleman, Ronnie Coleman. Dude, go look at him right now. He's had multiple back surgeries and just major issues because that weightlifting, what they have to do, like I saw one video when he just eating all this chicken, like a whole huge bowl of chicken breast, just ooh, and just like devouring it and overwhelmed his body, and now his body's breaking down. Man, he's had some major issues with disc in his back and some other stuff going on. But yeah, so what do you do to get your kidneys filtering so that because if you get your kidneys filtering, then it allows your lymphatic system to begin to filter. And your lymphatic system is like your body's sewage system. So the equivalent of having backed up kidneys is the equivalent of, the main, on a house, they have a main clean out. On the front of every house, you'll see like a pipe with this screw off top on it. And that's your main clean out. That's where all the sewage in your house, all the drainage from your sink, from your shower, from your washing machine, from your dishwasher, from every drain in your house goes to that main pipe out to that clean out. So the equivalent of having backed up kidneys is like having a clog in that main clean out, that main drain pipe there. That's equivalent of having backed up kidneys. So if there's a restriction in there where not too much waste could get through, what's going to happen is slowly it's going to back up more and more. You're going to have sinks that drain slow and all that. And then eventually it's going to back up. And then one of those sinks or something's going to begin to back up in your body. It might be your bathroom sink, or they might call it a heart problem, or it might be your dishwasher. and then they call it a brain tumor. You see what I'm saying? Or it might be the washing machine, and then they call it what? Cancer or something. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that works. So whatever begins to back up first, you know, that's what it's going to be. So what am I talking about? Why are we talking about kidneys? What am I telling you to do? How do you open them up? Well, number one, first thing you want to do is, you want to stop consuming things that are going to shut them down and clog them up. So, yeah, you have to cut back on the caffeine, cut back on stress, cut stressful people out of your life. You know what I'm saying? You want to eat, you want to eat, a more water-based diet, kind of a high fruit diet. So you want to, when I say high fruit, you want to, like when you eat fruit, like I'll check this out. When I eat fruit, I'm eating, like, basically I eat fruit all day, and then at night I'll have a meal. That's what I do during the week. Well, when I've been eating fruit for a long time, and then we mostly have a vegan based meal. And when I go and eat regular food, like we went and ate Mexican, what you notice is when you eat that Mexican food, it dries you out because all that food is cooked up and salty and all this stuff. So it pulls water from your body and dries your body up and stiffens it up and restricts it. When you eat the fruit hydrates the body. And the fruit is some of the water in fruit is some of the purest water. Is filtered the best way you could ever filter water is filtered through the roots of plants. That's better than a Berkey filter. That's damn sure better than your public water. They filter or clean with chemicals somehow. You know what I'm saying? And when you consume that fruit, it rehydrates your body in all those areas and it gets things moving. And if you, a lot of times people are back to more than that, so we hit them with the herbs. That's why, matter of fact, I think Koya just put out our kidney and adrenal tincture. It's like a cleanser, and it opens the kidneys up and gets them filtered. And how do you know if your kidneys are filtering? What you do the first time you urinate during the day, in the morning, urinate in a clear cup or something like that, and hold it up to the light. It's not so much the color you're concerned with it, but what you see in there. You should see little particles, something that it almost look like dust, like millions of them in there, kind of like a sediment, a cloudy sediment floating around. You'll see strings of mucus floating around. All types of that. That lets you know your body is filtering and it's getting the nasty stuff up out of it. And like I said, when I first started this, I wasn't, for months. I wasn't filtering at all, and I kept trying. And then I started. I whipped up this tincture and started taking it every day, every day. And then after a while, I began seeing stuff in there. Sometimes it is like it's totally cloudy. Sometimes it's amazing what comes out. You know, but yeah, that's step one, is getting those kidneys filtering with the proper diet and um, the proper herbs. They stimulate and get it going fast. So anyway, yeah, that's what I want to talk about with the kidneys. If y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, definitely put them in there. Like I said, one of the things, what I'm working on right now is we're gonna be putting out here real soon is a because step one is opening those kidneys up, opening up that drain. Step two, uh, step two is, I don't know what your question is, Edgar. Formulate it a little better, because you said meth and dealing with drugs. Let me know. Are you hooked on that or whatever? Let me know. But So what I'm working on, getting ready to put out, I've been testing it. Step two is getting that digestive system cleansing and cleaned out. So I have a tea that I'm getting ready to put out, or that Koya, since Koya is getting ready to put out. I formulated it and tested it, and she's gonna package it up and make it look pretty and set it up so people who desire can purchase it. And I'll put all that out, what's in it and what it does, so that you could be educated on it. But yeah. So somebody asked, if you can, and like I said, if y'all got any questions, now's the time to put them in there. I'm not going to be on here super duper long. Edgar asks, meth and dealing with drugs. So if you're on meth and you're dealing with drugs, that is a twofold warfare. And number one is spiritual, because that is sorcery. You get a spirit on you when you mess with that stuff. You open yourself up to demonic possession. So deliverance would be the order of the day, step one. And then step two would be, now I'm not I'm not the most educated one on there, but I still know like that stuff shuts all types of stuff down, damn sure the kidneys. So like I said, you'd have to begin going on a grape fast or an orange fast, nothing but oranges, something strong, and just begin getting your body going. If that's too much, then you slowly, start integrating fruit into your diet. So yeah, man, but that's that real deal, being on that stuff, and you definitely need deliverance, because that's immediate demonic possession. And yeah, man. So, but I'm gonna hang here for a couple more seconds or whatever, or a minute. All right, somebody else said, okay. Brother Timmy said, thank you for the mullein herb. I also came across this herb called goldenrod that is a multi-purpose herb to help clean multiple organs of the body. Yep. So on what Brother Timothy said, because I've been studying these herbs hardcore for about maybe 2 years, hardcore. And the first part of that year, I'm gonna be honest, I spent sorting through all these different theories and concepts and systems of using herbs, whether using them to treat specific things or whatever. And what I ended up finding, the truth I ended up arriving at is the modality or the system of use of herbs that best, what I see to be the truth and the true way to use them is focus on cleansing the lymphatic system, getting the lymphatic system moving. Okay. So any issue with any organ is going to eventually come back to the lymphatic system isn't cleansing and flowing correctly. Once you have that moving correctly and you're bringing in the proper nutrients, the body fixes itself. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, I just found that as the end all be all. Now don't get it twisted. If people are having problems sleeping or whatever, we'll give them blue Veravane or people having like the sister just had the baby. Okay. Um, me and Koya, we have our little herb wars, herb knowledge wars. So she asked me, what would you give somebody who is cramping, who just had a baby? I said, skull cap. And then she like, okay. She's like, I'd say motherwort. So when we looked it up and did our research, they recommended motherwort first, and then I think skull cap second. They're muscle relaxers. So yeah, but the main thing I focus on is now is getting the lymphatic system flowing and cleansing that digestive system, because the stuff we've taken in is just terrible. All right. Foundation for Life said, but what they're doing to fruit is terrible. I agree. I agree. What they're doing to that fruit is bad. But however, fruit on its worst day is better than potato chips and bread and sugar on their best day. Okay, trust me. And I'm not just saying this. Well, I'm saying it from experience. I've done it. The worst fruit is better than the best. You name it. Okay, it works. Now, here at Straightway, Florida, we are following the model of Straightway and Pastor Dow and the other Straightway communities. Our focus is singular on becoming set apart and getting on land, and we are working towards that aggressively so that we can get on land. And guess what, Michael Israel? Guess one of his primary things, one of the first things he gonna be working on. I'm gonna be working on growing herbs and food. That is one of the things I'm locked in on. I'd like to not have to buy my herbs. Eliminate our reliance on the heathen for anything if possible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. And he said it's best to grow. Okay. Sister asks, how long are we supposed to be? How long are we supposed to do the cleanse for? Okay, good question. So the answer is when this is the thing. When you begin to learn about these herbs, you see, and this is the majority of herbs, you see how Yah made they are. These herbs know what to do when they get in your body. You ain't got to tell them where to go or do anything. You just consume them, and your body does the rest. It depends on the level of cleansing you want to do. Like, for instance, I've been taking my digestive cleanser tea that I'm working on, and but the way I've been taking is I take maybe a half a spoonful, put it in there. Let me tell you the story. All right. The first time I took it recently, I took a tablespoonful, put it in some boiling water and drank it. And, I was having the liquid poopies. Okay. Well, what you want to do is, and it's up to you, but what you want to do is you want to take the herbs kind of till you can feel them. Okay. What I do with mine is I slowly ramp them up till I could feel that they have an effect. And that's just me. That's what I desire to do. You can just take the recommended dosage on there, and you're still cleansing daily. And how long should you do it? You should always be trying to cleanse more than you're polluting. You know what I'm saying? So you're, and I'm trying not to be too vague. I'm trying to really give you something to work with. But that's like, how often should I clean my house? How often should I dust the fan? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the recommended dosage we have on the herbs is just a safe dosage. Um, and we specify, okay, what you need to do is, like I tell people, if you're not on a fruit diet, if you don't eat a lot of fruit, what you need to do is first start consuming fruit, because the fruit will is going to detoxify. You don't even need herbs. You could just go on a fruit diet and it will cleanse you. Because, I mean, that's what the fruit does. It gets things moving in your body, in your lymphatic system, everywhere. The herbs are stronger, so they cleanse you more. So, yeah, so when you begin to, like, for the stomach and bowel formula that cleanses your digestive system, like you'll see, you'll drink that tea, and then the next day, or however many hours later, you'll go take a dump, and you be like, dang, I didn't I didn't eat anything that smelled like a damn 3-day old dead rat. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is that? And you know they're working and they're cleaning you out, because it's like, oof, you'll see some stuff come out. Same thing with the kidney, adrenal, and the next one the next tincture we're going to be coming out with is a lymphatic blood cleanser. Same thing with that. When you begin taking that, the those are the tinctures, and you'll urinate. Like, I was taking the lymphatic blood cleanser with the kidney, adrenal, and I was taking them in big portions, and I went to the bathroom, and it was pulling so much acid and stuff out, it burned urinating. I mean, that's how powerful this stuff is. And then you look in the jar, you see all types of stuff coming up out of you know. So as you begin to understand it, and you learn how your body responds to it, you can slowly ramp it up in a safe way. I tell this story. There was an individual. He 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 hadn't he wasn't on a high fruit diet, and a good question, Sister Christina, because on when I say a high fruit diet, there's certain fruits that are very cleansing, and apparently he wasn't eating those fruits to that degree, and he took we sent him our antiviral tincture, and he said he took a tablespoon of it and walked downstairs, walked outside, crapped all over himself. You know what I'm saying? It immediately triggered his body to cleanse itself out and dump all the waste out. All right, hold on, y'all. Getting we're skipping. Let me see if I can fix this. Oh, the phone froze up. There we go. The phone froze up. Okay, I'm back. All right. Phone that froze up for a sec. But anyway, so um that was another phone turn. All right. So anyway, so what I say to do is we have a recommended dosage on that, a recommended safe dose, and you start taking that and start cleansing. As far as how long and how to do it, man, there are all types of ways to do it. If you want to go real extreme, the most extreme you could do is going to be fresh hand squeeze orange juice. So you squeeze the orange juice yourself and do an orange juice fast. Okay. And take your herbs and do that for like 3 or 4 days. and that is going to be extreme. Some people do it way longer than that. If you want to go more extreme, just do a dry fast and take them herbs. And then, there's some, but if you're going to do a dry fast, you don't need to be working. You need to be monitored and all that. You got to be safe with it. A little less extreme would be to do a fruit fast. So you just do a mono fruit fast. You eat nothing, like I did nothing but grapes for 3 days. That alone is going to get your body cleansing hardcore. Then if you administer in the herbs, it's going to get even more extreme. You could do an orange fast, super strong. A watermelon fast. These are strong fasts. Or you could do like I do. I do the laid back fast. What I do, nothing but fruit all day, and then at night I have I eat my food, and I take a tincture before I go to bed at night. If it's not super busy and I have time, I do a little more extreme of a fast. On the weekends, I cleanse a little heavier because I'm right here at the house, so I'll do that, So there's a lot of ways that I'd have to do a whole show on that. Okay. So your fruit. So what kind of fruit? So we'll go in a hierarchy of fruits. Your most powerful fruits are going to be your more watery based fruits. So that's going to be like watermelon, grapes, oranges, lemons. Like those are the extreme ones. Okay. A step down from that, I guess, would be your berries and stuff like that. A step down from that are not really cleansing are going to be like dates and avocados and stuff like that. And then a step below that are going to be your vegetables. And then a step below that, I guess, would be your beans and stuff like that. Like, but beans can be tough on the kidneys. Kidney beans can be tough on the kidneys. And then a step below that would be your dairy, and a step below that would be meat. And then a step below that, and now you're in the acidosis land. You're in the foods that clog up your body. Like once you leave the vegetables and you go into beans, you go into beans, dairy, meat, and sugars and grains. Grains are at the bottom. Once you go into those, all those are foods that clog the body up. They don't clean. They don't have a cleaning effect on the body. Hey, y'all put a 100 up in there if that makes sense to you. That kind of hierarchical layout I put there. So like bananas, dates, avocados, they cleanse a little, but they more build. They build your body up more. They'll bulk you up. They'll put it on you more than they cleanse you out. Does that make sense, y'all? Let me know if that makes sense. As you move up in the fruits, they become more cleansing and cleanse you out more. All right. Y'all saying that makes sense. So that's what's up. And like I said, I'm at the feast days. I'll be doing little classes on this live. Y'all can ask all the questions y'all want. Be right there in person. So that's how that works. So if you balance your plate that way or your daily food intake that way, then you're gonna tip things to the cleansing side of the scale. Okay. And like I said, above the grapes, oranges, and watermelons for cleansing and detoxifying, the next level above that is going to be juice fasting. So in the juice fasting, that hierarchy is going to be grape fast. And above that, it's going to be an orange juice fast. And above that is going to be a what would be above? I guess water fast. Then above that is going to be a dry fast. Okay. And I'll explain that. And then above that, you get into your herbs. And you got some herbs, and then you could go through the hierarchy in the herbs, at least the cleansing, detoxifying ones, to you get to like high level, no joke herbs that you gotta be careful with, like bloodroot and poke root, that get that lymphatic. They like a jump start on that lymphatic system. So yeah, y'all. So that's kind of so Aspen said, you're talking about crapping in order to cleanse yourself out as a second. Okay, so yeah. So your lymphatic system main primary way of draining itself is going to be through your kidneys, through your renal system, and you urinate. That's a primary. The second way your lymphatic system is going to drain itself is through sweating, through the skin. The third way is going to be through your intestines. Like now, academia hasn't arrived at that yet, but that's the second way, or I'm sorry, like another way, a third way that it will cleanse and drain itself. The reason why you want to cleanse your digestive system and your bowel is because when you when you eat all these foods and all these unhealthy foods and foods break down properly in these putrefied foods, a good portion of the lymphatic system surrounds, and remember, this is your sewage, your detoxification system. So a good portion of your lymphatic system is around your digestive system because you have so much foreign stuff coming in to your digestive system. So what you want to do is cleanse that. You get your digestive system cleansing, and your lymphatic system will, and this is theory, but there's good evidence to back this up, but your lymphatic system will cleanse out through your digestive system a little too. And this is why you start taking these herbs that will cleanse out your bowel wall. So they cleanse your intestine walls. So now your lymphatic system don't have to do it. It's not bogged down doing all that. So now your lymphatic system could cleanse better. Okay? Could drain better. But and this is why you check this out. And again, I'm telling you stuff that I've experienced. I was taking my at the time I was taking it as a tea, my digestive cleansing herbs formula, whatever you want to call it. But after taking it for about 3 days, and I think I was fasting too, or I was on like a fruit diet or whatever, or a vegan diet. But anyway, after the third day, man, I went to the bathroom and I really hadn't ate anything, and I took this, it might be a little graphic, but I took this long dump, and it's what they call mucinoid plaque. It's like, it was almost like a lining, like a toxic layer of whatever it was came out of me that was in my intestines. You know what I'm saying? And it was funky. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you want to, but the reason you want to cleanse out your digestive system before you really get started cleansing the whole body is because it's one of the areas that's got a lot of the lymphatic system in it, and it's going to really get things flowing in your lymphatic system. And let me know if that made sense. Okay, let me know if that made sense to you, and I'll or I'll go in deeper, because I think I might have jumped around a little. But yeah, but in a nutshell, to make it simple, yeah, you want to, it is literally almost like opening up another drain. okay, to drain quicker. That's a, you know, might be a better way of breaking it down. Okay. And then um, another thing is when you get your, all right, somebody said that actually makes sense about the lymphatic system. I've been trying to eat fruit, veggies, and a tiny amount of meat every 3 days. I've actually had the mucinoid lining release. Great sense. Okay, there you go. We got a witness on. Okay, so yeah, it's real. Me, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I would love to really get after this and pour more time into learning and developing my formula. But the way that where the Most High has me right now, I do it when I have time. And I made a goal of working on this a little bit each day, and I've been progressing and getting a lot more understanding. And I like more time to be able to cleanse myself. But you can't be running around town, running a business, and crapping on yourself. So I got to do it when the time's into stuff. So a lot of times I do it on the weekends. I'll cleanse out, and it's been doing good. I got a lot of work to do, for myself to get where I want to get. But I'm gonna cleanse out some more. Then I'm gonna start consuming herbs to bulk up. Like if you want to bulk up, you could bulk up with healthy muscle, non-acidic muscle, just taking alfalfa sprouts. You eat a bunch of alfalfa sprouts, you will bulk up with healthy muscle. So that's my goal. Got a lot of goals, but I got the goals in order, and that's not the number one, but it needs to be. So yeah. So all right, BJ Ferguson says, "Shalom, brother. Shalom, shalom to you." All right. So anyway, y'all, we are at 52. I got plenty to do. I'm gonna go do that plenty. Somebody, let me see what somebody has. Is cleansing is a form of deliverance? Deliverance is cleansing yourself from spirits. I know a lot of people will find when people have food addiction and strongholds with certain foods, especially sugar and stuff like that. Tell you that much. Yolanda said, "Thank you for sharing." Okay, awesome. Asma said, "Thanks. Meat is not good for you. I'm working on protein replacement slowly, as you say." Yeah, the word says, eat it in moderation. You're not supposed to go meat crazy. Yeah. Yolanda says, "Shalom, brother." Shalom, Yolanda. Appreciate you tuning in. Definitely like, subscribe, share, and whatever else helps get the word out about this. And also go over to householdherbs.com. Check out Sis Sequoia's page, and let her know that you support her or whatever. But yeah, other than that, man, we down here, Straightway, Florida. We getting after it. We are definitely staying the course. And like I said, our primary goal, man, we are trying to live set apart, and we are trying to get on land and live off the land, live off what Yah gave us to live off. Great lesson. Gonna reach out to get a digestive cleanse soon. Okay, all right. Now, I haven't put that out yet, so I'll be putting that out soon. But Timmy said, "What herbs would you say is good for colds, allergies, sinuses to grow ourselves?" The best thing for sinuses, colds, and allergies is, again, that antiviral tea. Because like I said, that Mullen and Ella campaign, we had a brother here, he had post nasal drip. He kept going, like making this sound, because like mucus was dripping in the back of his throat and his sinus was acting up. And like I said, Mullen and Ella campaign will bang that out. They like I said, they stimulate that whole respiratory system, upper respiratory and lower respiratory, and get it going. Like I said, that I studied that one for a while. You know, a lot of people know about Mullen, but people didn't know about Ella campaign. You know what I'm saying? And then the Paul Diarco, that's gonna overall cleanse your body. Because if you look up what these herbs do, I just told you the main reason I put them in that formula. But Paul Diarco cleanses your lymphatic system. Cleavers opens your kidneys, but it gets your lymphatic system moving and stimulates it too. And they literally all overlap in what they do. So I kind of put them together almost like it's almost like an art or whatever, building something nice, you know. So yeah, you should run over there, buy that antiviral tincture. You just put a teaspoon in some water, drink it, you know, and boom. And, you know, slowly up your dosage, you know. And let me tell you about that antiviral tincture. Let me tell you something that happened, just a word of precaution. Somebody bought that antiviral tincture from me. They bought a couple of them. And they sent it to their son. And he lived an unhealthy lifestyle. He didn't eat, I guess he wasn't eating right. He smoked cigarettes and stuff like that. And he was taking that antiviral tincture at a dosage of a tablespoon every 3 hours. And his tongue swelled up and his heart rate increased because his body was just rising. You smoking cigarettes, you got heavy metals leaching in your mouth and all types of other chemicals. And he went to the hospital. And he was fine, but his body went into what they call a healing crisis. There are symptoms you get when your body begins healing, like it's pulling them toxins out the tissue so fast that your body reacts to, you know, with inflammation and stuff like that. So yeah, this stuff's the real deal. So, you know, I don't think this like a Hall's cough drop or something. Nah, these are real herbs, and they're no joke. Mikael Gabar, shalom, gladiator. Shalom to you. Good to see you in there. Yolanda said, I have a great deal of health issues. I need this. Thanks. So, Sister Yolanda, what you need to do, what I would do is start with the fruit. Don't go jumping into the herbs. Slowly move into a higher fruit diet. Okay? BJ Person said, do you have herbs for a sister going through thyroid problems? Once again, it's all the same. What's a thyroid problem? Okay? Your thyroids are right here. What are thyroid problems? It's some type of issue in the thyroid, some type of what's going to cause it is inflammation or some type of mucus and inflammation in the thyroid. So we got to begin getting your system cleansing, and then begin consuming stuff that's going to fix it up. Now that's another show when we get into the glands, because the final formula I'm gonna come out with, you're gonna have, I think it's about 5 formulas. So you have the kidney adrenal to open your drain valve. You're gonna have your digestive tea to open the other drain valve. Okay. You're gonna have your lymphatic blood cleanser, which that gets your whole lymphatic system moving and flowing and cleansing. And you're gonna have an endocrine system nourisher formula that gets your endocrine system and your glands back up and going and nourishes them. But y'all, that's down the road. You know what I'm saying? I got that formula, but I haven't started testing it on myself and using it yet. We haven't even blended it together. Okay. So yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. She said, I have kidney failure stage 3. So let me ask you this. What are you eating? It sounds to me like if you have that, you're probably eating a lot of bread, a lot of grains, a lot of caffeine, a lot of things that are going to shut the kidneys down. Okay? Come on in. Okay? A lot of things that are going to shut the kidneys down. Okay? So you would benefit from, a kidney adrenal tincture. But like I said, you don't want to just jump into that, you don't want to just jump into that. But a lot of that is diet, you know. You definitely need to go on a high fruit diet, because that's serious. Okay. Uh, but that's that diet. Like, what are you eating? I'd like to know if what you're eating, or in the past what you ate to get to that level. And like I said, that's going to be a lot of caffeine, a lot of sugar and grain, and they're both the same. So if you're drinking them sugar, any of them juices you buy at the store, sugar in, the Tropicana orange juice and the Mott's apple juice, all that is full of sugar like crazy. Sodas, all that stuff is gonna cause inflammation in your body and shut your kidneys down. We talked about caffeine earlier. We talked about stress, having a lot of stress in your will shut them kidneys down. We talked about the grains, they're gonna jack them kidneys up. The eating meat all the time for every meal is gonna overwhelm your kidneys with protein. And your kidneys is in there like, mercy. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Somebody said that's built up mucus that causes thyroid problems. No. So, with your thyroid, now I'm not the super duper expert on it. Yeah, I'm still research, but there's inflammation or there's some type of issue in your thyroid where maybe your thyroid was having to work so hard to do its job that it became inflamed and overused. And then the body will send its inflammation response. And the body's inflammation response is to to calm things down that are broken and overworked. So it'll send in different types of cells and mucus and everything to try to repair stuff and slow it down. And then you couple that with our bad diets and a backed up lymphatic system, and then you got a backed up hot mess. And then tissues begin to break down and you begin to have issues. So what you got to begin to do is begin to take in the correct fuel that's going to get your lymphatic system moving and provide the correct nutrients to, your thyroid and all that. You know what I'm saying? To whatever tissue. And your body, your body. So real fast. So like when you take in a protein or a complex molecule that they call protein, what your body has to do is break that all the way down and then build it into what it needs it to be. Okay. When you take in a simple sugar, all your body has to do is build it up to what it needs to be and send it. All right. I hope I hit that somewhat good. I know I didn't give you a whole bunch. Elon said, thanks, brother. I agree with you. Can't just jump in, start with fruit and slowly start with fruit. Meditation gave it to me other health issues. Okay, I don't understand that. Hallelujah. Send you right on time, Michael. Thanks. the info. Okay, thank you for that. Okay. This one. I definitely have a hot mess overload. Okay. Well, you on here, you can unload. Okay. Oh, medication. Ooh, you about to put the jumper cables on old Michael Israel. You said that word, medication. And I got to come up with a better word to describe what so-called medication does. We'll call it um, mutilation. Instead of calling it medication, we're going to call it mutilation because it just messes, man. Medication is I forget what that guy's name is that took all that stuff over and all the holistic stuff. He pushed that out and pushed medication, isolating molecules, and yeah, don't get me started on that. Yeah, it'll do it, man. So you need to study. I wouldn't, and just slowly work in there and slowly titrate yourself off the medicine. Titrate means small portions, little by little, and come up off there. So get off the man-made stuff and get on the Yah-made stuff. That's what I say. All right. Yeah, that daggone medication, man. So anyway, y'all kept me on here. But I'm about to wrap it up, y'all. Y'all gotta let me I gotta get back to, I got paperwork I gotta do, business work. It's not fun, but I do it like it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, with that said, y'all, appreciate y'all. Go ahead and, like I said, hit the like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And with that said, y'all, I'm Israel. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Shalom, shalom.